Hey Talk Nation, welcome to episode 2 of Saturday Night Talk Pro Wrestling. I'm your host Nathan. Let's get right into the Indies Pro Wrestling. I do apologize, I had my air conditioner on, it's like super hot, but I shut it off because it's probably annoying to other people. Anyways, let's get into Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and New Japan. There isn't much really to talk about with like Ring of Honor, New Japan, and Impact Wrestling. If you didn't see I watch it on Twitch, but if you didn't see on Twitch, Rhino apparently returned to Impact Wrestling. I didn't really give a shit because I've seen this like over and over again. I've seen Rhino come back and then it's just another run. Like how is this gonna really make the company's ratings go up or like attract people to it? Like I just don't care. Honestly, like who cares? The Brian Cage thing, there was a thing with the chair with Brian Cage where that guy ends up beating him up and then Rhino ends up spearing him. Like, I'm not into this, like, Impact thing right now. It's just garbage. There is rumors that they are trying, apparently today Meltzer, I call him fake news, but he's claiming that they're trying to get on Access TV, which is a CBS television network. It's also, I think, owned by Ryan Seacrest and some other people, and they're trying to get on there. But if they do get on this network, like, they gotta do better than this. Like, this is not gonna grow the ratings and stuff. There's just nothing on their product that's interesting at all. And like I heard they've lost LAX, and now they're losing the Lucha Brothers. I don't doubt them. They're probably jumping to AEW because they get paid better, and it's probably a better opportunity for them. So I wouldn't doubt them. I would jump too. Ring of Honor, there's just nothing on it. Like I just don't really care for it. New Japan, like I said in my first episode, I don't really watch because you have to be like up at 4 in the morning, and I don't really want to watch that product. So yeah, AEW has been doing YouTube videos, which I have enjoyed. They're called All Out, like episode 1, 2, and 3, which they've been really good. They've been showing autograph signings. He's talked about why he hit him with the chair. I really enjoy that stuff. I hope they put this on their new TV, like their new TV thing. I really hope they do. Had like really great interviews. Also, they ended the last video, the third one, with Cody Rhodes. I'm not sure what the other guy's name was, but he's like a wrestler who's not had a good run, and he's trying to have a better run or so. But anyways, they ended up, like, they had a contract signing. Getting those confused. They have a contract signing where they ended up signing a contract, which it was like super good and stuff. It was super real. So I hope they keep doing this, like I've been saying. Yeah, so I guess I'll get into WWE's product. So I'll start off with SmackDown, which nothing much really happened. So the show started off with Shane McMahon saying he can't be at the show because he's apparently injured or something, that he's the best in the world, which is like CM Punk's thing. I don't know why he's using that. But I'm not really into this Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon feuds because I've just seen it with CM Punk and I've seen it in the past. Like I don't care anymore. It's just like it's old news. Like WWE is not doing what they're supposed to. Blah blah. I've seen this 600 million times. It's just the same old thing. Yeah, with SmackDown and continued on with like Kofi Kingston against like AJ Styles and the Club, who I don't really care about. I loved AJ Styles in TNA. I don't love the WWE AJ Styles. He's just not as good as he used to be. I find like his character's gotten stale in WWE. It's just like terrible, honestly. I don't know if I'm just the only one, but I'm just tired of the New Day. I find it extremely boring, terrible. Like I just don't care anymore. I'm sick of the New Day. They've been doing it for almost 6 years now. I'm just tired of it. I just want it to end. Also, like Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. It was a good match, like all in all. But really, like, blah, 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 like, I really don't care for the match. Again, I don't really care for that feud, so it's not really something I'm into. There was a clip from Randy Orton, which I really enjoy, and I'm hoping they're gonna give him the title this is my like idea. They can take my advice, but I think what they should do with Big E for the build up to SummerSlam, but it's kind of too late because I believe it's next week or it's 2 weeks from now. Like Big E gets maybe sick or something, and then he's not showing up to like the New Day things and stuff, and then he shows up, but then doesn't really show up, and then they have like a tag team match at the SummerSlam, maybe like the first match at the show, and then he ends up getting sick and he leaves the match and they lose the title. And then in the main event, what they should do is like the referees, they should maybe somehow it gets taken out, and then maybe Big E should like interfere and then take Kofi Kingston out. So then they protect Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton wins the title, and then they could turn Big E heel, which I've been dying to see. I really miss like him and like, because I've seen his NXT run where he used to do like the 3 count, and then he used to be like this badass character, and that's what I want to see back. And then they could do a promo later on saying the reason I'm sick is I'm sick of being this positive person. I'm not this person. I want to be a big bad wrestler and stuff. They can do something like that. I think that would be a way better thing to do with this storyline right now. Like it's like I feel like the New Day's just had it. Like they need to just scrap it. Like it needs to go. Like that's just my opinion. I was gonna get into the Trish Stratus thing. I will get into that. I'm sorry, I'm out of order. There is the Amber Moon and Bayley match. I really don't like what WWE's done with Bayley. They've completely ruined her character. There's just nothing with her. She has no fire anymore. They gotta repackage or something. Like she just has nothing. They just put in another thing, they just put like Amber Moon in the match and like no build up, nothing. Like it's just who cares match. That's just what it is. I'm gonna get into Trish Stratus. This is another match that was just put together at the last minute. I don't know why they didn't, like, if they were gonna do this, why they didn't maybe at the Raw reunion get Ric Flair to disrespect all the legends and stuff. Then on this show, then Trish Stratus come out and then she should have talked about Ric Flair, saying why did she do that and all this stuff. Then Ric Flair comes out, then they go at it. It would have just made more sense. And then like she was bashing Trish Stratus, Ric Flair, like Charlotte Flair's daughter, was bashing Trish, and she just sat there like nothing and didn't say much. Like if it was me, I would have said, who brought in more ratings? Like honestly, we all know Trish Stratus brought in more ratings than she ever did. Like in her lifetime, like you can compare the Attitude to her, like you could see the ratings were way higher with her. And Trish Stratus is a way better wrestler than Ric Flair. Like the only reason Ric Flair has had 9 titles is because WWE kept switching her with championships and stuff over and over again. Like that's the only reason she's had 9. Like it's such a joke. Like with Trish Stratus, if you look at her title reigns, they were like long-lasting reigns. Like you can compare the two. You know who's better. It's like obviously Trish Stratus. Like if you really want to think about that, then like I'll just leave you with this question: who made more money? Honestly, Trish Stratus, she has the if factor, you can tell. I just want to get into Dolph Ziggler. I actually do like his new character. He just seems like he's missing something. And maybe that's what they need to do with him. Maybe they should make him like the show off where he just beats people up, and yeah, maybe that's what they need to do with him. Okay, let's get into Raw. Even worse than I think SmackDown. It started out with this 24-hour championship match. I thought it was extremely boring. Like the R-Truth thing and stuff, like to me, it's just gotten old. I don't care about this 24-hour championship. I just don't take it seriously. I just really don't like it. But anyways, Mike ended up winning the title, which it ends up with Maria, which I'll talk about later. They did have a gauntlet match for the United States. The Naka, I think it's Knocker, the flipping guy, won it. I don't like that guy. I don't think he has the it factor for WWE. He's another guy I just don't care about. I don't even remember his name. That's how much I don't even care about the guy. Like, all he does is just flip and flip and flip. Like, who cares? Yeah, back to Maria. So she ends up going into the locker room and then ends up pinning him, which I thought was actually pretty funny, because then she's saying she's pregnant, who's going to pin her, which is kind of a genius idea. So that's probably, like, she's probably going to have the title, and it would be funny, maybe she has the baby, and then someone maybe goes to the hospital and pins her after. That's probably where they should go with it, because it would be super funny. It would probably end up being R-True, but it was, like, super funny and stuff. That would be pretty cool now. I think. I actually don't really care for this title, but I'm just giving it an idea. Next, there was the Viking Raiders, which I am impressed with them. They're a cool tag team. I hope they end up facing that dumb team, the Club, which I don't really care about. In the next match after that, the Club did end up winning the tag team titles, which is funny because last week I said the Arrival was boring, and then they end up dropping the title the next week. Yeah, honestly, I would rather the Raiders be champions than the Club because the Club is terrible. It's just a rip-off of like that Bullet Club thing from like Ring of Honor in New Japan. Like, it's just who cares? I don't understand like what's the point of it. Like, oh, they're a club and stuff, and then they just like win a couple matches. Like, what's the point of it? Like, honest. Then there was like the Street Profits, which they were pretty cool. I don't mind them. Like, they're pretty funny and stuff. Like, they seem to have a character and stuff, so I don't mind them. Then there was like Braun Strowman, and he was growling at like Maria, which I thought that was actually funny. They did have a match with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks where she ended up faking her knee injury. I didn't really care for it. I didn't get the point of her like faking her knee. Like, what were they gonna do with it? Like, would she cheat and then end up winning the match? Like, what do they plan on doing with it? Like, it just had no point or anything. Like, I don't understand why they did that and stuff. Becky Lynch and Natalya feud, I don't really care about. It was a feud that was just put together again, and then again, she's Canadian, so they put her in Toronto and stuff. I don't care. Like, it's just a feud. I don't care. I don't really. The man, I don't find her interesting. There's just nothing. I call her the Mark and stuff. Anyways, next up was the Seth Rollins. I forget who he was. Who is he again? Dolph Ziggler. Sorry, yeah, he was against Dolph Ziggler. That's what I thought. So what happens is Brock Lesnar comes out and ends up assaulting him and stuff and beats him up pretty bad. Which it was really bad. Like, he was gushing blood and stuff. Like, I don't know if I like scenes because I know they're wrestlers and stuff, but seeing him gush blood. This is why I don't like Seth Rollins against Brock, because he looks like a twig compared to Brock. Like, Brock just picking him up like a rag doll and throwing him around like he's nothing. Like, it's embarrassing that this guy is facing Brock Lesnar. It's a joke. And then he ends up going into the ambulance, and then he stops the ambulance and stuff, and he takes him out, and then he F5s him into, like, the paramedic thing. The weird thing, too, is because they had a brawl later on with Samoa Joe, and in that, I thought that was so useless. Like, why didn't they just make this the last scene in Raw? It would have made more sense, and then they could build it up better. Like, you see what I mean? Like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, this would have been a great. Like, I didn't care about the last segment. It was dumb. Like, honestly, like, this should have been the final moment on Raw. It should have been this. Like, it makes no complete sense. Anyways, that is it for my pro wrestling review for Saturday Night Talk Pro Wrestling. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry that this was super negative, but that's just what Raw, that's just not Raw, but mostly Raw and all the shows have been. They've just been a bummer. They need to get better. Like, this stuff just sucks right now, and there's no wonder no one's watching it. Like, this industry is just going down because of this. Like, it just needs to be better. Like, it's terrible, this products. Like, they're just horrible. It just needs to be better. That's where I'm gonna end it. That's just how I feel. Talk Nation, I hope you enjoy Saturday Night Talk Pro Wrestling. I do this show every week around 9 o'clock. Every Saturday around 9 o'clock. Yeah, if you want movies, TV shows, and pro wrestling reviews, let me know, because that's what I do on here. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. That's what I do. I mostly review. I know this one's been more negative, but that's just the wrestling business. It's negative right now, so yeah. Anyways, if you like I said, TV show, pro wrestling reviews, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I did have one question. Do you guys want me to review NXT? I don't really want to review it, so yeah, you can let me know in the comments section below. Yeah, so hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the show. I know this one's been super negative, but that's just what the industry is right now. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.